Alrighty guys, June 23rd here. Gonna do a crop update. Here I'll do this farm here because we got 4 different crops on it. First got the oats here. They're just starting to dry down, and they look pretty good. I'm happy with the way they look. They ain't real thick because you don't plant a cover crop terribly thick, but for what they are, I thought they looked pretty good. Get the 525 out, cut them here in a couple weeks. And it ain't gonna be too bad. The alfalfa, you can even see, is coming up pretty good through it. We might, if it stays wet, we might even get a cutting off this alfalfa late summer. You can see it's coming up pretty well. A little yellow, and I don't know if that's because of too much water or not getting the sunlight, which I'd imagine is probably sunlight, but anyway, it's coming up. I mean, got a little bit of, you can see the orchard grass and the brome grass, both brome grass and orchard grass is coming up too. It looks pretty good. And it's pretty thick stand to alfalfa, which I'm happy for. So yeah, that's about what we're gonna do. We'd bale the oat hay, but I really need some more grain for the cattle. I didn't have enough saved back from last year, so I'm going to cut the oats and start feeding them the oats. As you can see, I'm getting ready to go mow the second cutting of hay up there, so pull up here and look at the corn and the beans too. Corn's a little pitiful right here because that's where side dress pull in there for tanks and everything. But other than that little quarter acre, if that, it ain't too bad. Alrighty. We had 1.75 inches of rain here the past couple days between Monday and today's Thursday, so between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, or Monday night anyway. Beans are looking good. They got a nice stand, come up real nice. You can see they're a little yellow. We grow non-GMO beans, and so instead of using Roundup, we've used Flex Star on them, and Raptor are the 2 main chemicals. I can't remember what else we put in. I think it's a Flex Star will actually burn the leaves, but they grow out of it, and I've heard sometimes that actually will help the yield. But this field was sprayed about a week ago, and they've come out of it pretty well. So yeah, they're looking pretty good. Or no, it wasn't even a week ago. That was last Saturday morning, right before the sale. Yeah, so they're looking good. Got pretty good stand of them. Got a little bit of water damage. You can see out there where they kind of yellowed them. This farm's really wet and doesn't have very good tile. So I'm surprised we haven't lost any ponds yet. There's about a 5-acre pond in the back of the corn over there, but it still hadn't lost any of that either. So it's been good. You see the corn's over the top of my head, and this was some of the, the first planted corn within the first couple. This was that farm, and that farm. I think there's a 4th field we planted. And it looks really good. Can't believe how good corn looks this year. But I bet it'll be tasseling here by the 1st of July. We had some corn go down Monday night up north of Urbana. I had about 100 acres get laid over. But it just laid the root ball over and didn't have any corn borer damage or anything, but it just laid it over. And so, but I think it'll stand back up and it'll be all right. It didn't seem to hurt. I don't think it'll hurt the yield too much. But real happy with the way the side dress turned out this year. Things are just looking great. They what the heck was I gonna say? I forgot. I don't know if I can get it peeled back enough to see if the tassel's down in here yet or not. There's a smaller plant here. We'll go out here and take him apart and look at him. Kind of hate taking a corn plant down. It's even if it is just one, I kind of hate doing that, but it's kind of like how far along corn is. For some of you guys that are non-farming subs, outside row of corn you might notice is a little shorter for the first couple rows, and the reason that is because it doesn't have as much competition for sunlight as it does inside the plant. See how many leaves out the tassel is here. Alright, so we got this one coming out right here. Oh, there it is right there. There's one leaf. 2 leaf. 3 leaves. 4 and 5. There's tassel. So yeah, I think it's had the moisture in it. It's about 89 degrees out right now, and so the corn's definitely growing good. So yeah, it'll definitely be 1st of July. It's going to be tasseling. The only bad thing the rain did this week was knocked a bunch out of the corn market, but what are you gonna do about it? I guess you get high yields, you're gonna have low prices. Low yields, you're gonna have high prices. Just hope you're not in one of the bad pockets where you're gonna have low yields and low prices. But anyway, you can see the fields are pretty. This field's pretty good. Had a couple farms. We had to. The water hemp wasn't dying. We got a real problem with water hemp here, and it's getting worse, especially on non-GMO. But we've seen some resistance to Roundup too this year, and our chemical salesman is saying the same thing. We had to go back and spray 60 acres of corn with drops and 2,4-D to try to kill the water hemp, and it did flatten it then, but don't like to have to go back and spray it twice, but we're sure glad we did. So I'll walk over here and show you the hay real quick. Got this video and a video of the John Deere. I was working on it, putting pistons in it today. So I'll have it up. I'll probably wait. I still got a little more to do on it before I want to upload the video, so I'll probably put it up after I do this crop updating and the hay mowing video. I'm gonna use the ion camera a lot for that probably. I might just do the ion camera. Not real tall, so we got rain in the forecast for Saturday night, so I'm hoping it'll dry down. I'm gonna probably ted it tomorrow. Hole there. I don't know if we got a tile hole. Not terribly tall, but it's nice and thick, and the aphids aren't even really into it yet. Maybe just a little bit of disease. And it's just starting to, or it's been flowering here for a couple days, so now it's time to mow it. Yeah, it's a real nice cutting here. Still got a little bit of orchard grass. Brome grass ain't in it, but the orchard grass, we got some orchard grass still in it. It ought to mow real nice because it's I'm gonna be able to fly right along with it, probably in lower high third, because it's standing nice. That's always a plus. Why didn't you die? You did now. Buttonweed. We do get into walking some beans for water hemp here come late July, but gotta do what you gotta do to keep the field clean. Anyway, thanks for watching, and the next one will be mowing some hay. Oh, and forgot to add in the crop update. We're going to cut wheat probably tomorrow or Saturday, but since we got some rain, it kind of pushed it off. It's going to be till next week. We had about 3 inches on the farm where the wheat's at, so maybe I'll be able to next week for it. But anyway, thanks for watching again.